Namibian community in the United States, led by the country's Washington-based embassy and joined by Africans and American citizens, paid tribute to the late President Geingob, describing him as a great bridge builder, activist and a scholar who will never be forgotten.
If you really believe that God sent President Hage Geingob to us, you ought to give God some praise in this place.
Many of them shared personal friendships and encounters with the late Namibian leader, from his days as a petitioner at the UN during Namibia's liberation struggle, alongside stalwarts Theo Ben-Gurirab and Hidibo Hamtenia, both who are also late. The late trio lived in the US and took up Namibia's cause at the height of the civil rights movements there, and Namibia's plight even gained momentum and sympathy among the black communities.
Indeed, an African giant, a Pan-Africanist, a supporter of people in the diaspora, an unparalleled statesman, a world-renowned leader, a diplomat of note, a bridge builder, a cross-racial divide, a scholar, a politician, a unifier, son of the soil, is no more. We salute you, our president, our Agaba Hageba. May your soul rest in peace and rise in glory.
Africa's diplomatic community in the US says the African continent always looked up to the wisdom and capabilities of the late Dr. Geingob to solve the challenges up until his death.
When he assumed the Namibian presidency, we vividly recall his tireless efforts to ensure that the SADC region remained solid and united as a group in advancing our integration agenda. It would therefore be an understatement to say that SADC is much poorer with his absence.
Posterity will remember the late President Geingob as a selfless and a legendary leader whose only mission was to seek the best interests of his people in Namibia, and by extension, the interests of every African.
A man who gave his life over to human dignity, who gave his life over to the cause of liberation and freedom and independence, not just for the people of Namibia, but for the people of all of Africa.
Dr. Geingob's death left a deep wound in Namibia and in the world, and the mourners said he earned the right to be in the same category as the great African leaders, including Patrice Lumumba, Kwame Nkrumah, and Sam Nujoma, among others. Barbara Talbert has known the late Geingob since 1964, and he regarded her as his mother. In an emotional farewell, she recalled him as a very kind man.
We continued that friendship for 60 years. He was kind, and because of him, I got to see Africa, which I thought I would never, ever see in many of the countries there. I am going to miss Hage.
Blanche Koreses, NBC News, Windhoek.